Hi, it's Chantal Plowman, and you are watching Wild Wednesday TV. We are women igniting life's dreams. Today, I would like to talk to you about fear because it seems to me that fear is what gets in the way of us getting the results in life that we want. I recently learned something new about fear that I think is really interesting, and I wanted to share that with you today. So what I learned is that fear creates the same reaction in your body as excitement. Your heart rate quickens, you might get warm, you might start to sweat and feel that adrenaline and cortisol pumping through your bloodstream. Your breathing quickens. So if you view these symptoms in your body as fear, you may choose to run away or get sick or avoid the feeling any way you can. If you view these symptoms as excitement, you might go with that feeling, ride the wave of adrenaline and cortisol, and use that extra energy to create greater results than you could have ever imagined. And this is exactly what Olympic athletes do. I recently watched a Simon Sinek video on this topic. You may know him from his popular TED Talk on the Golden Circle. But the video I watched, he was making a point about training our brains. He cited a series of interviews conducted with Olympic athletes about their performance in the Olympic Games. When asked if they were nervous, every one of the athletes interviewed said no. They were excited. They don't view the sweaty palms and a fast heartbeat as fear. They view them as excitement, and they use them to enhance their performance. And that is available to us as well. I also saw an interesting video by The Atlantic where they did studies with people performing activities that typically cause anxiety. They had a group singing karaoke, another doing public speaking, and a third group writing a math test. So before performing these stressful activities, they told half of the group just to tell themselves 3 simple words: I am excited. The people who told themselves they were excited performed 17% better in their singing, were 17% more persuasive in their speeches, and 22% more successful in their tests. Now, I don't know how they evaluated the singing and the speeches, but I think it was really interesting. So I was curious about how effective this could actually be, just to say you are excited when you're feeling nervous. So I had the opportunity to test this out a couple of weeks ago when I took my son to his track meet. Now, my son is a good runner, but he had never raced in a track meet before. And he was pretty nervous because there were so many new things and unknown factors. So I told him to try this trick of saying he was excited instead of focusing on being nervous. Now, I'm not sure if that's what did it for him, but he ended up winning first place, so a pretty good result. I also tested this on myself last night when we held our debut Wild Night event. Even though I have spoken in public many times, it still makes me nervous. But in all of the preparations the week before our event and during my speech, I kept telling myself that I was excited. And I really do think it helped me. It gave me energy in a good way. So I think the idea of turning fear into excitement is a bit like the medieval practice of alchemy, in which scientists were trying to turn base metals into gold and then into the elixir of life for immortality. So turning a negative emotion like fear into a positive emotion like excitement is emotional alchemy, and it could be the elixir for a richer, happier life. So I would like to encourage you to use this skill of emotional alchemy to be the best version of yourself possible. Turn fear into excitement. The power is in your perception. And if you do this, there will be no stopping you. Now, I would like to hear from you. We talked about turning fear into excitement. So here is my question. What would you do if you could turn fear into excitement? If I could just grant you that superpower, what would you do with it? You might have the answer just burning in your heart, or you might not have a clue. It's a big question, so think about it, and I dare you to answer it. Leave us a comment below and let us know. And join us at our after party at womenignitinglifestreams.com, where all the best conversations happen. Go to our media tab and comment below this video. And when you're there, if you're not already, be sure to subscribe and become a true wild woman.